Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, tiling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. And of course, we have quite a bit of things to talk to you about tonight. By four-man contingent returns home from the World Aquatics in Doha, Qatar. We'll tell you about that in a moment. We've been following this. Grenada Ports Authority reports fake website issue. We'll talk to you about that, as well as the Ministry of Agriculture. We've got something to tell you there. Of course, with our focus on agriculture, live joint press conference to happen on Thursday, and that is regards to the dry season and possible drought conditions that's likely to be experienced here in Grenada. Very serious issue there. We'll talk to you about that. In fact, NAWASA has implemented some valve regulations, and of course, we'll talk to you about that as well. And of course, any other thing on the business, we'll be able to talk to you about as well. Welcome to one and all to what we call Mikey Live. This is what we call news discussed, not told. We do not have a horse in the race. We tell you as it is. So, brace yourself and let's have a good time on the business tonight with facts. All right, coming from the sources themselves. So, folks, gotta let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Quartz Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, Real Value IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We've got the Bacon Insurance on board, the EDA, and all the other sponsors with here. Thank you for being aboard, of course. When we come back, it could be real news in Ole Lili Lolo. So, my friends, brace yourselves. Again, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. I'm hoping that lucky person might just be you.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Alrighty, and of course, all the first-time viewers on the program, we are saying hello to you, man. It's always a pleasure to have people viewing for the first time. And if you were the person who brought this person in, well, blessings to you. We often encourage people to bring somebody in the program. Bring somebody in the business, bring somebody new. We always hear, and of course, we like to see new people coming on the inside. Now, we are getting straight into what's making the news for tonight. And the first thing that we want to tell you about is, as we follow the swimmers, we told you that they were heading out to Doha, Qatar. Now they are back. The four-man contingent that attended the World Aquatics Swimming Championship in Doha, Qatar last week, they have returned home, and they came in this morning. Right now, the contingent comprised Federation representative of the GASA, that's GASA, Diana Hopkin, Coach Gerson Escobar, and two national swimmers, that's Zachary Gresham and Tilly Collymore. Now, both Gresham and Collymore, they have competed in two events each. Now, Gresham in the 100-meter backstroke, in which he swam a time of 59.81 seconds, and the 100-meter butterfly, in which he swam 57.26. Now, Collymore swam herself a personal best time in her 100-meter freestyle of 59.19 and broke her own national record from her previous 59.85, which she obtained last year, and that was in Japan. Not only has Collymore broken a national record, but she has also positioned herself as the fastest 100-meter freestyle female in the Eastern Caribbean. You hear me? The fastest 100-meter freestyle female in the Eastern Caribbean, and holds the 100-meter freestyle women's Eastern Caribbean record in a 50-meter free style. Right? She swam a time of 27.48 seconds. Now, this is really good. And so the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association say that they highly commend the swimmers for their high level of sportsmanship and performances. Of course, we have to recognize those sort of performances, and of course that is why we thought it necessary to tell you about this tonight. Of course, we follow all our young stars and what they're doing out there. We move on. Word reaching us is that the officials of the Grenada Ports Authority, tasked with responsibility for maritime administration within the statutory framework of the Shipping Act, Cap 303, advises the public of an existing fraudulent website under the name of the Ports Authority. Now, press release in this regard indicates that the site is not authentic, and Maritime Administration officials emphatically state that this site has no connection, absolutely no connection, they say, with any maritime administrative matters for Grenada, nor have they authorized any entity to act as an agent or proxy. Now, the Ports Authority says the site being clearly designed to defraud stakeholders and other interested parties of the maritime community. Now, the Grenada Ports Authority, in that release published today, says that for general knowledge, the current regime for maritime administration in Grenada, embedded within the Shipping Act Cap 303, does not allow for an open registry where vessels of diverse international origins can register under the flag of Grenada, CARICOM jurisdictions being the exemption. Now, Grenada has a closed local registry, they say, and does not have a separate website for maritime administrative matters. Now, the release says that maritime administrative issues such as vessel registration, labor, seafarers, certification, code enforcement, flag and port state inspections are managed through the Grenada Ports Authority. The matter is said to have been reported to the National Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, CSIRT, and other agencies for resolution. All right, so and that is happening a lot these days. It's not only limited to the Ports Authority, but you're finding that more and more there are bad actors who are pretending to be from one organization or the next. They're posting stuff on Facebook to lure people into clicking. Sometimes they're even sending messages directly to people's Facebook accounts saying that they that the person themselves are in breach of Facebook policies, and you may click to rectify the issue, and when you do that, you get yourself into issues. If you're not sure about something, then probably you should not click. If you're not sure, do not click. Speak to somebody about it. We are moving on. How are we looking? The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources has collaborated, they say, with the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIAP, to deliver a specialized training course, they say, in animal husbandry techniques. Now, livestock consultant Dr. Brown Louison imparted his knowledge, they say, to over 60 livestock farmers, as well as extension officers and assistants, covering a range of topics, inclusive of diagnosis of prevalent disease, along with the management, treatment strategies, and livestock upkeep, selection of breeds, as well as nutrition and feed, including the production and preservation. Now, these are very important topics, you know. Now, the training, they say, unfolded over a span of 2 days and was structured around both theoretical lessons at the Southern Extension Office located at Lassages in David, and hands-on practical training, and that happened at the participants' farm, also situated in Lassages. Now, Coordinator of Climate Smart Agriculture at SIAP, that's Kenley Edwards. We spoke to him recently. He explained that the initiative was designed to fill the information gap concerning optimal animal care practices. You know, sometimes we just decide to have animals and we actually don't know how to care for these animals properly.
So he spoke extensively about that.
That they get a better knowledge in terms of taking care of the animals and what are the treatments that they need to give to them to ensure that the flock is as healthy as possible so that they can get the maximum yield and benefit from these animals, because we know that goat production is something that is booming in Grenada. There's tremendous potential, and if the farmers get these type of initiatives and trainings through SIAP and other agencies, it's all augurs well for them to enhance the capacity so that they're able to replicate these on their farm to improve on the practices.
Yes, that's right. Facilitator Dr. Bowen Louison encourages a constant monitoring of the animals to ensure that they are kept in the best of health.
You have them from birth, you'd see their growth, and you look at the general body condition, and you could tell if what you're doing is right or if it needs some intervention. Some technical intervention. Be it nutritional upgrade, be it the housing that they have, be it that the possibility for exercise and grazing, whether or not they're getting adequate amount of water, adequate shelter. Sometimes we tend to always look outside of what we have and, oh, this person has big goats and this person have nice goats, and we don't look at our goats. And somebody comes to you and they say, listen, but you have good goats too. All you need to do is to concentrate on the feed that they get and how you manage them and the conditions of your pens and whatnot. So we try to instill in the farmers, work with what you have. Demand more, but work with what you have. And that is a problem we have. People tend to forget what they have and looking outside all the time.
Yeah, that happens throughout, right? Now, the acting senior agriculture officer in the Ministry of Agriculture, that's Kingsley Thomas, was also a participant of the training. Now, he foresees less reliance on veterinarians going forward.
I think they will be better prepared now in staying after the animal, now that they are given the hands-on practice, right? They can now go out and implement on the farm, and no longer they have to wait on a vet also to come to the farm. There are certain things that from the training that they could do on their own without necessarily calling on the vet.
That's right, and other topics covered under the training was health and hygiene protocols, safety measures, and animal sheltering. Now, the practical aspect of the training was held at the farm of integrated crop and livestock farmer, that's Glenna Bain. Now, she was pleased, they say, to receive the information that will help her make the necessary changes on her farm.
When I got my audit, the size of the pen was too small. For the quantity of goats, the design of the feeding tray and all that. So before I even invested more, I was able to curtail that cost and implement what he's telling me. The husbandry details like hoof trimming and so, although you don't do it as often as you should, but then it was reiterated of the importance, so I will be trying to implement it on a schedule now.
Thank you very much. Now, let's get into something very interesting. There's going to be a live joint press conference regarding the upcoming dry season, or the existing dry season, and possible drought conditions. So the Meteorological Office, the GAA, they have issued the National Climate Bulletin for the period February to April 2024. In this regard, the Ministry of Agriculture, they are spearheading a live press conference with value chain partners to address the issue and its likely implications. Now, the objective is to update farmers and the general public on the prediction for the upcoming dry season, while outlining strategies and best practices to mitigate such occurrences. So, folks, we want to invite you to expect this press conference to be live on our page and the GIS page, and so on Thursday at 1 p.m. All right. The following will be represented at the table: the Met Office, all right, and they will be speaking on the projection and the forecast for the next few months, really dry season. Then we'll also be hearing from the National Water and Sewage Authority, all right, in terms of the current water situation and impact of severe drought on its resources, likely hard-hit areas, all right, and also they'll be speaking about conservation. Then we will also be hearing from the Royal Grenada Police Force, law enforcement, with specific focus on the temporary ban on burning permits. Now, we had a program on that recently where we were talking about the laws that speaks to burning when and where we can burn and what are the procedures to follow. So we'll be talking about that as well. Officials from NADMA will also be part of that press conference, and they will be talking about mitigation and best practices. All right. And we'll also be hearing from the Ministry of Agriculture, and they'll also be speaking directly to farmers and speaking with regard to best practices for agricultural land use. All right. So all these sectors will be represented at the press conference. So yes, it will be a very serious press conference, and one that I believe that everyone should pay particular attention to. We also take note that the National Water and Sewage Authority, they are implementing what we call valve regulation. In other words, schedules where some communities will be receiving water while other communities will not be. So it's like they're sharing the water then. You cannot have the valves open for everybody at the same time because of the depleted resources, again, due to the lack of rain that we have been experiencing over the past few weeks. And this is likely to even worsen. And so we are understanding here that the National Water and Sewage Authority, they're advising the general public, and in particular communities that are served by the less advocate water system, about the implementation of the valve regulation schedule, which will go in effect as of February 22nd, 2024. This measure, they say, is aimed at ensuring an equitable distribution of the limited water supply from the system, which is due to the effects of the current dry season. Please note, according to NAWASA, that the provided information is solely based on current water levels, and it is subject to change without prior notice, depending on the availability of supply. Now, during the regulation period, affected communities may experience low pressure residual supply on designated off days. NAWASA is committed to monitoring all water systems, they say, and they are doing so daily, assessing their capacity to meet demands. And they say that they will keep the affected communities informed of their supply status as information becomes available. While NAWASA strives to meet the needs of every customer, individuals are reminded of their responsibility to collect and store water in clean, covered containers before any interruption in your supply. NAWASA strongly recommends that each person collects and store a minimum of 35 gallons of water per day for 3 days, taking into consideration the needs of the household and pets. Your cooperation in adhering to these guidelines is essential to ensure a reliable and sustained water supply during the period. Now, the areas. The places, we'll tell you about the places to receive water, places that's going to be without a supply, and the date time when water supply will be available. So for Laborie, Laborie will be receiving water Mondays 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Place without water supply would be Mount Erie, Mount Delis, Mount Parnassus, the Bocas, Creighton, Holders Hill, and Parade. That's for Monday. So I told you where we'll have and where we'll not. Now for let's move on. For Tuesday, who will have a water supply? Upper St. Paul's from the Greens, Mount Erie, and Mondelez. The areas that will be without water: Laborie, Lower St. Paul's, Mount Parnassus, the Bocas, Creighton, and Parade. And the times that we are referring to here now will be 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Let's move on. Who will have a water supply on Wednesday? The Bocas, Mount Parnassus, Creighton, and Parade. who will be without is Laborie, Mount Airy, and Mondelez. The time again, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Who will have a supply on Thursday? Holders Hill, Lower St. Paul's. Who will not be with? We're talking about Mount Parnassus, Laborie, Mount Airy, Mondelez, the Bocas, Creighton. Again, the time 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Friday, in terms of who will receive a supply, Laborie and all of the other communities will be without. All right, again for Friday, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, those are likely to change based on the availability of a supply. All right, and that's a notice that is coming out from the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA. Now to move on further from Grenada, we've been monitoring this development out there in Haiti. It's not even funny, but what we can tell you as the probe continues into the assassination, the killing of Juvenile Moise, what we can tell you is that, let me see if I can get a picture on the business for you, boy. Yes. Now, a Haitian investigative judge says there is enough evidence to charge 49 people, including the wife of former President Juvenile Moise, who was killed during the deadly assault at his private residence on July 7, 2021. But while Martin Moise is yet to make any public statements following the bombshell announcement by the judge, the fifth magistrate to have probed Moise assassination, former Prime Minister Claude Joseph, is accusing the current head of government, Dr. Arlie Henry, of weaponizing the Haitian justice system by targeting him and the former First Lady. All right. Now, so they're saying that, hey, this is not what they're saying it is, but anyway, we will see, because this was this perspective was put on the table before, and so now we are hearing it again. But let us see. All right. You remember it was first announced that she was also killed in the attack, and then we found out that that was not necessarily the case. But anyway, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Never a dull moment. I don't think I need to tell you more about this. I just wanted to highlight this for you, that his wife is now being brought into this again. Now, we have posted a story on that on our website. That's Mikey Live. In fact, many of the stories, we try to post it on our website for people who are not sure of something that I might have said or so we post some of those stories on our website so that you have you could go check it out as well. Also, I'd like for you to tell the people who are from Canada that they can log into our YouTube channel. We post it on our page all the time, so they can view Mikey Live via YouTube. We have a bit of people who are always there, but for the Canadian people who still meet me on the street and say, hey, Mikey, I can't view the program. Yes, you can. You can now view the program via our YouTube channel. So we encourage you to do so. We're taking a quick break, a water break or some kind of break, and we will be back shortly. Stay right there.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment. Ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
In recognition of our nation's independence, we're celebrating the journey to 50 with an exclusive car insurance offer. If you are 50 years and over or turning 50 in 2024, our 50-plus car insurance is perfect for you. It's loaded with free benefits like loss of use, special perils, and windscreen cover up to $2,500. Getting to 50 is filled with ups and downs. Let's celebrate these moments together and look forward to 50 more. Call Beacon Insurance at 440-4447 or log on to beacongrenada.com to get a free quote today. Special conditions apply.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental sales services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation. First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles clump together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink. And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our wash pan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
All right, family, and of course, it's now time for the weather submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy at times with few brief showers. Now, tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 5 to 7 feet in easterly swells. A small craft advisory is in effect. Heading over to Wednesday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief showers. The max temperature 31 degrees Celsius, minimum 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-south, easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 4 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. So that's the weather for tonight and tomorrow. And before we go, we still would like to say hello to a few people who we see are actually there chatting. So we see those of you who are on YouTube with a lot of hearts. We see Anne-Marie Olive, blessings to you. Hillary, Suzanne, Celine. Who else is there? Marcus, Laverne, Keith, my mom, Marcel, Gloria and Glenora, Aline and family. Blessings to you. We're happy that you made it tonight, and we hope to see you guys tomorrow again. Those of you who are also on Facebook, we want to say hello to Java and the sharing committee, always asking people to share. Diana, Angel, Hazy, Kirin, blessings, as well Shum Shum. My children, they're okay. They're sleeping right now. Adonna, how are you? Stephanie, Michelle, Claire, Sharon, Brenda, Bernadette, Irma, Angel again, and everybody else on the business, hello to you. Okay? Back to the legal shift. Okay. Good night to you guys. Yvonne, how you do? Claudette, how you do? I appreciate every one of you, okay? So take care, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, God's willing, again. So, au revoir, goodbye. Thank you very much. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. We say, Ja. No. All right. Blessings. Be safe.